Elijah Diaz, an exciting candidate, Gen Z in the house. You are breaking barriers, boundaries, and you are doing it with class, logic, common sense, and bold truth. This is definitely a candidate to watch out for. Elijah Diaz, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. We just had a great club meeting at the Donald J. Trump Club of Kings County. It's a beautiful room. I always see it just Democrats, Republicans, and independents. That's the way that America should be. It's a bipartisanship thing. We're going straight at the issues. It's a new generation of politics, not only on one side, but on all sides. We're tired of the BS that the political machine keeps putting out every single year. 2025 is the year that we fight back.
A message to Gen Zers, who a lot of Gen Z and young people in the city, they are largely turned off by politics. What is your message to them?
Always continue educating yourself. It's easy to become uneducated or propagandized when you don't know what you're talking about or what's going on in the media. And I don't blame young people for not wanting to get involved, because it's really a corrupt system. It's really a system that has not historically advocated for young people, or even old people for that matter. So I don't blame them for not getting involved or for being scared to get involved. But definitely there's young candidates that are coming out. We have young leaders, as you see, leadership of the new era. We have a whole new movement that's stemming right here in Brooklyn, and it's taken off all across the city. So if you're a young person and you're curious about politics, you're curious about what's going on around you, you can definitely hit me up at Diaz for Brooklyn, diazforcitycouncil.com. I'm always open. My lines are always open to all you guys.
Tell us a little bit about your platform and where people can get to know more about you, and what is motivating you to take on this battle of politics for city, for Brooklyn.
Yeah, listen, nobody's going to do it for us. We have to do it for ourselves, and I'm just the first one to show my face. You know, the youth is used to being given things. I feel like my generation was very blessed to have parents that, you know, passed on a lot of things to us. But one thing that we're losing is that drive, that motivation to work, to live the American dream. You know, giving things to us for free is not really doing us any benefit. So, you know, I come from a Caribbean background. I'm Puerto Rican, Boricua all day, ya tu sabe. You know, I come from that conservative mindset, and not even conservative, I would say traditionalist. You know, family values, values of hard work, education, and those are really values that we shouldn't be losing, because it's detrimental to our society and for our next generation, for when we have kids and for when they have kids. So, you know, part of my platform is to really go out there and educate. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a small business owner, and I've made a living going around across New York City, up to the Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, Brooklyn, and educating people on small business, on entrepreneurship, on how to really maneuver these hard systems that are in our place. So definitely education is the #1 priority for me as a city council candidate.
How do you feel about New York? Do you still love New York?
Oh man, you know, that's a hard question. I love New York. I love my whole area. I love where I came from. I'm so proud of it. You know, even when I go out the country or I go, you know, domestically, Florida, you know, I say I'm from Brooklyn. I say I'm from New York, and I say it with pride. But being in New York, you know, it's hard to have that pride sometimes when you see everything that's going on around you. You see everything that's being tarnished in our city and our society together. So I do love New York very much. I think it's worth fighting for, but it needs to be all of us. It can't just be the candidates. It has to be our communities.
Do you have a message for folks who are on the fence in November?
Yeah, I do.
Because a lot of people, their criticism is, why vote? It's a broken system.
And again, I understand that wholeheartedly. I felt like that too. And I would say, listen, if you're on the fence and let's say you're a Democrat or an independent that doesn't trust the Republican Party, I would tell you that you're not voting for the Republican Party on November 4th. You're voting for Elijah Diaz if you're in District 45. My values are my values, but it's not going to affect the way that I'm able to govern and the way that I'm able to lead. I'm very much a people-first candidate. I'm very much a community-first candidate. And, if there's a piece of legislation or anything that needs to be done in my community, I'm able to separate my own personal beliefs from that of my constituents and what they're asking for.
So last question. The thing that I'm seeing in the streets is that some of the Latinos, as they look at the mayoral candidates, they might be leaning towards an Andrew Cuomo, right? But then there are those people who are curious about Curtis Sliwa. What are your insights on that?
Listen, if you want to know who Curtis Sliwa is, you just look up his name. He's a New Yorker. He is New York. Curtis Sliwa has been all the way from the Bronx. He comes from Canarsie, which is part of my district as well. He's known all around the city. You see the Red Beret, you know Curtis Sliwa, you know the Guardian Angels. And he's a new generation of politician too. He's not, the typical man in a suit, speak at you, not with you kind of guy. He's that guy that goes out into the community. He takes the trains. He's with the everyday people. He helps people both in public and in private. I've seen it myself. So Curtis Sliwa really is that candidate that people are yearning for. People who are not politicians, people who are actual people, working class people in the everyday New Yorker. So definitely Curtis Sliwa is someone that you have to look into, that you have to vote for if you really truly believe in New York. And anybody else is really not an option. That's my personal belief. We can always discuss that. Again, hit me up at Diaz for Brooklyn, DiazForCityCouncil.com, and we can talk about it. But at the end of the day, Curtis Sliwa for mayor, I'm definitely supporting him, and I hope he's supporting Elijah Diaz for City Council.
Thank you.
All right.
God bless you.
God bless you.
And I look forward to seeing you as a councilman.
Yeah, there you go. God bless you all.